is that Russia is considered to be a tough country to invest. So doing projects in different parts of the world, I can say that Russia is one of the, maybe not easiest, but one of the, say, normal places to do business right now. We can touch such kind of things that like corruption. Well, corruption exists everywhere, and everybody
Right
pays.
now. I mean, as you might know from the public reports, the overall shipments of Russian coal this year have, till this month, have been approximately 15% down year on year than in 2019. Most of this demand fall was in the Atlantic markets region. So it's clear that the warm winter and exacerbated by reduced energy demand due to coronavirus have reduced overall energy coal demand. Steam coals are not flowing into the west, and that has put tremendous pressure on the prices of coal, and up to 60% of Russian suppliers who are supplying westwards are underwater. They're not supplying, they're basically supplying under the full costs, and even now under operational costs
as well. So on the other hand, construction and the construction materials are the maybe one of the quickest ways to create a lot of workplaces. So countries will try to reduce unemployment caused by pandemic, and that unemployment could be quickly recovered by construction. So our expectation, construction businesses, steel manufacturing demand will increase in post-pandemic period.
Perspective.
Look, from my viewpoint, the inventories are approximately at 90%, 85% levels from the last year. So during the pandemic, there was a lot of reduction in freight capacity in seaborne trade. That means that the stocks, they remained on the producer's side. For example, our stocks have grown by a few million tons. And now as the railroad is floating, as the ships are sailing, we see that this pipeline is going slowly towards the customers. I don't see that the customers are overstocked, at least on our key markets.
I would like to add to Vladimir's speech regarding, everything. We share some like investment banking experience. So he was talking about stock market rebounding right now. I see it slightly differently on one hand and same on the other. So stock market indeed recovered very fast, but the trade will be a bit slower. But the other positive thing is that this COVID virus kind of replaced a major disaster. All countries stopped. There was lockdown in economy, and nowadays it will be considered that if China is growing like 3%, it will be okay because it's growing. While before, 3% growth for China would be a disaster in itself. As regard to the banking, while in Russia, in Africa, banks were already reluctant to finance mining operations in general and coal in particular, because coal is considered to be a CO2 big contributor. Therefore, it's not sexy anymore.
As well, I agree with Victor and Vladimir that some of the resources, some of the productions will be localized. Or, as I mentioned, all the supply chain components, supplements going to be localized. So regarding steel industry, so our expectation, modular construction, the work out of the site, the more work done in the factories will increase, but there is some policies for that should be changed. Regarding other opportunities, for example, in Kazakhstan, in Azerbaijan, in Russia, probably government will incentivize non-oil economies because oil prices were very badly affected by pandemic. So to recover it, non-oil economies, more sustainable developed businesses will be pushed and incentivized by government. So this is good opportunities for local companies, producers to grow.